Hi, good morning, everyone. Cheryl Lynn here, and today I have the amazing Brittny Ferguson with us today. She is with Once Upon Her Life, and that's where I found her on Instagram. And Brittny, welcome to the show. Welcome to JOYELY Studios.
Thank you so much for having me. I am so excited to be here. I'm honored that you asked me to participate and, just share my story. So thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're very welcome. So where are you in the world?
So I am in the lovely San Diego, California right now. I have lived here now for about 15 years.
So are you at an office building or are you at home?
So specifically, I'm at my office. So right now I am here at work, working hard. Yes, so that's
So
the background.
you must be in an essential business.
I am actually. I like to refer to myself as a parallelpreneur. So I do have my business on the side, of course. So I am the founder of Once Upon Her Life, but I also am an assistant vice president and branch manager with US Bank. I've actually been in banking and finance for the past 17 years, actually. And so yeah, this is where I am. We're an essential business and we are helping people succeed financially and getting them the business funding that they need right now to support the economy and hopefully to keep their small business open and, support their employees and whatnot. So, yeah.
Good. Awesome. All right. Tell me just a couple of more sentences, a couple paragraphs about Once Upon Her Life. I read your whole website and I really get, that you're inspiring women and you're looking, to just show up and help people and empower. So what motivated you to do that?
I think honestly, some of the things that I did in my own life is really what motivated that vision for me. So, it's never too late to write chapter one of a new life story. And that essentially is what Once Upon a Life is all about. At any given time, whether you are younger, whether you are a little bit older like me, and, you're just looking for a way to start over, to start something new. You know that you're not completely happy with the current, place that you are in life. You don't feel completely satisfied. You're not fulfilled. You're kind of at a crossroads sometimes, and you just know that you need to be re-inspired. You're looking for a change. A lot of times fear holds us back. Or what people will think will hold us back. Not having the tools and resources that are necessary to make that change can also do it. So for me, because I have made different transitions in my life, whether it came to relocating clear across the country as a single parent with my daughter years ago to, going back to school, getting my master's, starting a different career from broadcast journalism to banking years ago, those are all huge transitions, but they brought me to a place where now I'm completely fulfilled and I'm happy and I love life and I love what I do. And so I wanted to basically provide a blueprint to other people that are in those same positions. And I know I'm not alone there. And let them know what I learned, and, let them know that it is possible. Fear does not run run the show.
That's
And
right.
kind of help them with a blueprint and a way to really utilize their God-given gifts and talents, and to truly find what their purpose truly is and what journey they should be on, and to give them the courage and inspiration and motivation to get there. So yeah,
I am
chapter two,
so
here we go.
inspired. And your commitment to the channel too is amazing. Like you did that whole 30-day endeavor of Thanksgiving. That was really incredible. So
Yes. In the midst of this, and creating Once Upon a Life, I knew that I needed to create something tangible, that my clients and my followers could utilize. And so I did write a journal. It's a 30-day accountability journal for living intentionally. And it's called Allow Me to Reintroduce Myself, because that's essentially what you're doing. When you're writing, chapter one of a new life story, you need to reintroduce yourself, based on whatever it is that, you're really trying to maximize at that point in your life. And so I did create this journal. 30 days. So it's quick, but I decided during the midst of the current pandemic and what we're going through to offer that, as a gift to people and to bring some joy, into their world, and to really help to inspire them to utilize this time to become who they truly are meant to be. And so, yeah, I did videos every day to talk about the different chapters, and I, had people do tasks, and, I told them, I'm not here for entertainment. I am here to help you grow. I'm here to help you become who you're truly meant to be. I'm here to help you write that chapter one or two or three or four, of your life story. And so, yeah, I did that, and I got a lot of good feedback. So I'm happy to be able to help people during this time.
That's amazing. The interaction and you could just see people were totally engaged and really excited for the next day. So I want to go back and watch all of them. That's really amazing. Congratulations on that work and your book. That's really cool.
I really appreciate
So you said you've been watching a little bit of JOYELY, and we have the chair back here.
Hi. I like the chair.
Okay, we don't have to introduce them. So, but what I want to do is a new process with you. So I'm going to ask you to pay attention to the chair that you're sitting on and just let you know that it's not really about the chair, right? It's about you and who's sitting in the chair. It could be a chair from Costco that we could spray gold paint on it, or some chair from the yard sale. It doesn't matter. The point is that everybody has a chair somewhere in their house, and it's really you kind of bestowing dignity in it because of the amazing goddess that you are. So I'm going to ask you to just go through a little process with me, if you don't mind. Is that okay, Brittny?
I'm fine with that. Yes, absolutely.
Great. So if you could just sit up straight, maybe close your eyes if you feel comfortable with that, and think of yourself being royalty, as we just mentioned, and because we already have agreed that you are. And think of the chair as a canvas, like for a painter, or the wheel of a potter, or the piano of a musician. So what I would like to ask you to do today is just take a couple of deep breaths with me. So if you could, your eyes are closed, beautiful. So let's breathe in and out real slowly. And when we get to the top of our breath, let's just hold it for 5. So here we go. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. And again. And exhale. And one more time. And this time, I'm going to ask you, while you're taking a deep inhale, to think of some or 1 or 2 really joyful moments in your life. And if you could just hold on to those moments for just a moment, and just kind of think about them, whether they were developed because of pain or hardship or friendship, or however it looks like when you express your joy. And maybe you have one in mind. Could you share that with us?
I do, actually. So I think the one that comes to mind is being at the beach with my family. We took a family day and we went to the beach probably about a couple of years ago. And my mom was in town at that point from Kansas City, Missouri. I had my daughter here, my guy who I love. And so we were all out there together, and I think that moment, I feel complete when I'm with certain people. Certain people make me feel accepted, and they make me feel loved, and they make me feel whole. And so for me, joy is really about being a part of something bigger than you, and my family is bigger than me, and that's something that I was blessed with and something born into, and then something that I've also created on my own. And so I feel like just being with them, spending that time with them, just being good to one another, it just makes me feel so good and so complete. And I think that the people in our lives, that we surround ourselves with should always do that. You should always surround yourself with people that really make you feel like you're the best of you, of who you are. They bring you joy, they bring you encouragement, they support you, they love you. And those are the people that you should surround yourself with. And those should be your circle. And that's my circle. And so when I think about the times that bring me the most joy, they're always a part of those memories.
Okay, let's take one more deep breath. I want you to just build on that. Their family is amazing. I bet you've told them all how amazing they are in your life. So one more deep breath, and let's think of one more beyond your family. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Now, what do you have?
Anytime I get to serve others is another one for me. Paying it forward in a variety of different capacities and ways does it for me. So I volunteer a lot. And what came to mind, what I was thinking about and having flashbacks to, were different ways that I'm able to give back, whether I'm in the community and I'm cleaning up the beach or the streets, whether I'm doing financial literacy with people that just got recently released from prison that are looking for a second chance at life.
Wow.
Whether I'm talking to children in schools, and I'm teaching them how to be successful when it comes to their money and how to manage that. When I'm, delivering food to a homeless person, like all of these different things come to mind in terms of giving back, paying it forward, using my gifts, my talents, my resources that I have been blessed with and providing them to others in some capacity. There's nothing better than that. And I always say, like, if we're not here to serve others, then what on earth are we here for? Like, I just feel like that is my responsibility. And so, being a community liaison, giving back and volunteering and just serving, that always makes me feel so complete, so whole, and that truly brings me joy. So I think I was just having a lot of flashbacks in that moment right there of the different ways that I feel like I have been able to do that and make an impact in the lives of others.
I don't know about you, but I got goosebumps. Like, I can just see you out in the community showing up like you're a true leader when it comes to joy. Like, people can't really find it unless they see or are embraced by people like yourselves, right? Because it's kind of difficult out there, right? And so just you showing up and being able to share your jewels like that with the world is just incredible. Good for you.
Thank you so much. And honestly, it's not even a choice for me. It's a responsibility. Like, I feel like I was put here to do that. So, I mean, as I learn things, as I grow myself as a person, like, I have responsibility to share that. And there's so many different ways that we can do that. But I mean, giving back, volunteering, serving others, like, it brings me joy. Like, that ultimately is what makes me feel like I'm living and walking in my purpose. To see the smiles on people's faces, to hear them say thank you, to hear them say how much they appreciate you or that they've grown. I'll never forget. I helped a gentleman, one of the programs I did with people that were recently released from prison, and he found me 2 years after I opened up an account for him and kind of just taught him how to manage his money. And he came and found me, which was crazy because I was in a different location at that time, a different office. And he said, "I've been looking for you. And I just want to let you know that, I saved money kind of based on the savings plan that you helped me start off with. I built my credit up with that credit card that you helped me with. And I just bought my first house. And I just wanted to say, I never thought I would have been able to do this. But, because of the things that I helped that I learned from you and that you helped me with, I was able to do that." Like, whoa, I was in tears because I was so happy for him. And he looked so, so grateful for just something that was not, for me to share my knowledge. That's nothing. And we can all do that, and that's all I did for him was just share my knowledge and share some resources. And he was able to then build upon his dream. So
absolutely.
It's awesome to see that.
Oh my gosh. I think too that all humans have good in them. Like, even if he went to prison like that, right? He can still figure out how to come back out of all that tragedy and show up and express his joy to you. Like, that's insane, and that even through the hardship and the suffering, I think people can, see the other side. Like, you coming across the country, I'm sure there was a lot of angst and worry and fear and all of that, but look, you made it out to the other side. And don't you agree that it's a matter of reaching out and staying connected, especially now?
Absolutely. I mean, you have to stay connected. And I think we are not meant to do life alone. We're just not, we have to be able to utilize the people that are around us. They are gifts a lot of times. And so I connect with so many people, and especially right now, I think that's incredibly important. There's so many people that feel alone, or that may feel that they don't have the resources to get to where they want to be. And that's where you have to also reach out. I don't mind reaching out to anybody. I pray for people, I'll talk to people, I connect with people, even the people that follow me. Like, I'm grateful for them, on my social media sites, and I try to engage with them and respond to every comment. And, I have a lot of DMs and I try to respond to them. That's how we connected, essentially. And, I try to do that because things like this, you giving other people a platform to talk about how they want to help other people, so that then, that brings in a larger audience. I think that is just so incredibly important. It's community, it's community, and that's what we need right now.
All right, Miss Brittny, this was a delightful interview. I really appreciate it. And I'm just going to leave it with, if you could just share with the audience how it feels to sit up straight in your beautiful chair and be a goddess, and to just let other people know that everyone can do that in their home. Just take a minute, stop, take a few deep breaths, celebrate joy, and remember what's important, right? What would you like to offer as final words?
Final words. I would just say, everyone in their own right was meant to shine bright. You all are, just as children do, and so I would say always walk in your light. Walk in your light, understand that you are worthy, you are important, you are essential. We all are right now. And, we want to know you. So, if you want to reach out to one of us, please do that, because we want the opportunity to engage with you, and to help you shine your light, shine bright, never let anything hold you back, not fear, not the judgment of the world, not your past mistakes, nothing. There's never, never, never a bad time to write chapter 1 of a new life story, and you will never have more time than you have right now. So, connect with your community, pay it back, pay it forward, give back to others, serve in some capacity, and then that, in a sense, will bless you and help you to figure out exactly what your true life's purpose is.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I just need to make one more comment about your Instagram and your social media in general. Is you have this ability to just share it and just be vulnerable and put it out there. And I think there's a lot of stuff on our social media that isn't real, and it makes us think that we need to be all of that. And yours isn't that way. You show up authentically, you're real, you engage with people wherever you are, whether it's sometimes days go up and down. So I really appreciate that.
My pleasure. Absolutely. Hey, we just have to be genuine. We have to be sincere, because that's how we help people, and that's how we really reach them. So thank you for
Brittny, would you mention your website real quick again?
Yes. So my website is www.onceuponherlife.com. And my Instagram is also under Once Upon Her Life. So feel free to connect with me. I would love the opportunity to meet you.
Well, thank you for being vulnerable and sitting in your goddess chair today. I appreciate it.
Yes, I know.
Bye, darling.
I'm sitting up.